It's been a minute, huh, Johnny, since we've done anything? Okay, we're on the boat Endurance. I'm the galley tech first mate. John is the captain. Okay, we're gonna make some beer stew. Okay, so earlier in this video, I showed you how to get your bubbles out of your stew. Pour the beer in the bowl. Grandma, get your whisk. Give her some. We want this beer to go flat. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna let it do this. I'm gonna let it sit for an hour. Okay, so get a dark beer. I used to do this with Lowenbrau dark. If you like a light beer, that's fine too. Just don't use Bud Light. Okay, just kidding. I don't want Kid Rock shooting us. Anyway, here we go. Okay, we do this. We're gonna leave that for an hour. Show you the rest in a minute. Get a dark beer, okay? And it makes the best stew you'll ever have. So anyway, listen, this is how I do my onions. I got the onions going on our Cuisinart. Ooh, I love these pans, okay? And I've got 3/4 of a cup. It was a small onion, okay? And I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna use my fingers because I'm on the boat. Wash my hands, Dad. Okay, I'm gonna go with a couple teaspoons of garlic. Roasted garlic, okay? And get that going, okay? Now, I've got 1.5 pounds. You can get stew meat. This is a London broil I cut down. I got it for $7, okay? This is gonna make some of the best stew. But look, I cut it into cubes, okay? It's been a while since we've done a show, so bear with us. But all 30 of you, we love you. How many views we get. Anyway, so I got my stew meat cut up. Okay, so per pound, I do 1/2 cup per pound. So I've got 1.5 pounds, so I got 3/4 of a cup of flour in a bag, okay? So we're gonna get this going, okay? And bear with us, because we're on a boat, John. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Yeah, we miss you guys. Okay, we've been really busy. A lot of stuff going on. And the show's kind of been put on the side, not on purpose. We're gonna kill it in summer though, because it's an adventure show. But this is such a great, listen, we're gonna do this in the crock pot. This is such a great meal. Okay, so I'm gonna get that meat right in that flour. And hopefully not spill too much of it. Didn't do that very good, did I, John? Anyway, so we're gonna throw this in the crock pot. Okay, now you can slow cook this all day in a normal pot, but we're gonna throw it right in the crock pot. Okay, so let's just flour that up completely. Okay, we want all that flour because we're gonna make kind of a roux. So you don't need beef stock with this. Okay, you guys. So see that? We're just gonna get all that in there. Okay, let's let that sit for a second. Okay, so listen, I'm gonna throw celery. I'll go over this in the second part of the show, but I'm gonna throw broccoli, carrot, potato, celery. But I do my onion like this. I get these onions blanched off when I do this stew. Okay, we're gonna use salt, pepper, bay leaf. Okay, I'm gonna put a little Italian parsley and some basil in it. Okay, you're gonna need 1/2 cube of butter when we get this going. Okay, salt. John?
Montreal.
Yeah. Okay, can't have it.
Thank you, McCormick's.
McCormick's. Okay, so here's our beer. Okay, I used to make this with Lowenbrau dark. I think I mentioned that earlier.
Fresh flattened beer. In an
fresh
hour.
Flattened.
In an hour.
In an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get this going. Once these onions, okay, if you can see that, I wish you could smell it. Okay, and that garlic's in there, and we're just getting them loosened like that. Now let's drop this butter, and I'm gonna throw 1/2 cube in here. Okay, and let this go. So listen, I'm gonna let this melt. John, I don't even, you got a joke?
No.
No joke? I might have to make a joke for us. Okay, that's part of, and then listen, the quackheads, Billy the Kid, and everybody's there at home right now, okay? So it's just us, huh, John?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? We'll stay with this. Okay, why not? Okay, let me think of a good joke. Why did the pirate cross the road?
I don't know.
He's hungry. He wanted some stew.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Stew the pirate.
Yeah, he would have been better off crossing the dock.
Because
We're at the dock right now. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we are.
Yeah, this is cooking at the dock where we got, you know, power. Like you said, when it becomes an adventure show, we won't have power when we're out there cooking at the islands and stuff.
Good point. Okay,
Yeah,
so
we'll be cooking it up.
okay, so this is going to take a minute, but I want to just show you. We want to get that fizzing good, okay? You seen me make roux before. Oh, if you could just smell this, okay? And I started it off with a tablespoon of oil, olive oil, to get the onions and the garlic going. Okay, then I add the butter, because I want those onions done before we put the butter in here, okay? Anyway, let's move on. Bang, in she goes, the whole thing with all the flour. Okay, so I'm just gonna cook this. We'll be back. I'm just gonna let this cook down. Okay, you don't have to go through the process, but you see what we're doing here. Okay, now, before we get going here, salt. Okay, don't put it in the flour. Okay, season this separately. Okay, Montreal, we love it. Okay, nice half teaspoon, whatever, to your taste. Pepper, half a teaspoon. Okay, and then I leave the dry stuff till later, okay, as far as the herbs, okay? So we're just hitting it with Montreal salt and pepper right now. We've got the garlic in there. Okay, I'm gonna let that cook up and we'll be back, eh?
Okay.
And maybe you can find a funnier joke, I don't know. You can hear that sizzle. Here's that meat, okay, in those onions with that garlic, salt, pepper, right? Montreal. We're doing this. Flour, listen, Pam, Dino, all our fans, all our family. Okay, we've got, you know, we don't have a bunch of fans, but we've got a few, and we love you all. Okay, up there, Charlie, Pops, everybody. But I think it's time for John's joke, I think.
Hey, Dean, why? Oh, and Eric too. Why did the pirate give up golfing? He just flat gave up.
He couldn't putt.
No, because he kept hooking the ball.
I'm a hooker from way back. Ding. Okay, so if you're a golfer, you know that when you hook, it goes left. Okay,
yeah, and if you're a pirate, you got to hook.
Right. Yeah. So and I'm a hooker. That means you're pulling your golf club. Anyway, listen. Let's get back to this. Okay, I actually like that because okay.
That's for all you golfers.
All you golfers out there.
Or all you pirates with hooks on your hands.
Yeah, there you go.
Either way.
Very good, John. Anyway, man, we love you guys. We're going to really have a great summer, do a bunch of fishing, and we're going to get out there and show you guys the San Juan Islands. Okay, you know, but I really wanted to show you guys how to make this stew. And you guys, listen, kids, get your grades up. Okay, love your food, cook your food. Okay, this is such a great recipe. And even though it's got the beer cooks off, the kids, it's not going to bother them. You know, they're probably in your wine anyway. Just kidding. Okay, so listen, we've got that browned real nice, okay? That butter's still in there. We didn't want it to burn, so we're at a medium. Let's get that beer in there. Okay, now, before I get going, okay, I've got a crock pot going, okay? So now I'm keeping the veggies separate right now, okay? We're just gonna get this roux, watch. You don't need beef base or anything. This is your base. You can't get hops and barley and all that, okay, to make a stew with. Okay, the way to do it is get it through a beer. A Guinness is really good. Okay, German beers, any darker beers, a lot of these, any micro brews, even Lowenbrau, you know, but you want that where you can just smell that beer in there. Okay. And what we're doing is make some roux. So now here's this is gonna thicken up. Okay, and as the stew goes, okay, so listen, if you're doing this on a stovetop, you can do this and just let this cook off. Put a lid on it and cook it slow for an hour, hour and a half, just bubbling, okay? I'm gonna put it in a crock pot. It's gonna take half a day before I add my veggies. I want all this to cook into the meat, and then we build the rest of the stew behind it, okay?
So if you're doing it on a stove, then you'd put it in a big pot and just let it simmer.
Or
you could do this all
okay,
in a
or
big
you
pot.
just simmer it in the pan like this, and then put it in the pot when you move on. Okay, or put it in a pot right now. Anyway, what I would do is cover this, okay, and let this cook. Okay, the meat's separate. We're gonna make this meat, okay, before we make the stew. I know that sounds crazy, okay, but anyway, I'm gonna do it in the crock pot. So basically, I'm gonna get this up to heat, okay, where it starts bubbling. Now see, that's thickening. That's why you wanna be sure that you use the right amount of flour, okay? So for every pound, use a half a cup of flour, okay? And then you can't go wrong. To a can of beer, per pound, okay? Even though I went a little light on the beer on this, but if you got 2 pounds of meat, use two cans of beer, okay? Anyway, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna get this in the crock pot and let this cook for like 3 or 4 hours, and then I'm gonna add the rest. So we'll be back. Okay, John, and I'm gonna go hook some golf balls. Okay, it's getting kind of dark. Hopefully we've got enough light. Okay, I've let this cook a couple hours on high. Okay, look at this. I hope you can see that. Okay, it's like a gravy, boom. Okay, so I chopped up about a 1/4 cup of broccoli, a couple carrots, 2 or 3 stalks of celery, onions already in it, and I put 3 small potatoes. I cut them all about 1/2-inch cubes, okay, all about the same size. Now, before we get started, we put a little basil in there, a little 1/2 teaspoon, okay. We're gonna put Italian parsley in there, okay, 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, then we're gonna put some bay leaves in it. 3 bay leaves is good. Okay, bang, bang, bang. Okay, then we got our veggies right here. Let's stir that up. Get those mixed in there, and in we go. Okay. Beautiful blue bowl. These are old bowls off a Navy ship. Remember, John?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are our secret bowls. Okay, look at this. Stir that up and let her go. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this to heat. I might add a little half cup of water to it. Thin it down just a little bit. Just bring the liquids right to the top. Okay, boom, there you go. Okay, I'm gonna leave it on high till it comes up to heat for about a 1/2 hour, and then I'll turn it down to low for another hour and a half, until all those veggies cook in and everything else. And there's beer stew. So we'll show them the final product in a little bit, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be back for the final product. Get your grades up. Beer stew, guys. Okay, we want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I hope your holidays are lovely. Okay. So anyway, I brought this when I put in the I brought it up to a boil again, and then I turned it to low for a couple of hours. Okay, let that meat that's just melt in your mouth. This is your consistency of your beer stew. Okay, bang, there you go, you guys. Okay, what do we do, John?
Oh, we like comments.
Comments?
The
We need
likes,
some subscribers.
the thumbs up, likes,
Okay.
and subscribers.
Yeah, and once we get past these holidays and everything, we're going to get a lot more adventurous and everything. The show kind of slowed down. We had a lot going on, okay? But we're going to kick it up a notch. And for our true fans and family, all of you, we love you all. And ARG, huh?
ARG.
Okay, see you next time, guys. I'm Pirates Galley.
Peace.
Peace out.